184 pounds, ranked third in the country. Lenny Pinto for the Cornhuskers, Aiden Riggins for Iowa. And team in this dual meets, 15-6 Iowa. Nebraska favored in the next two matches. Definitely. To really set the stage for heavyweight.
Exactly. They are absolutely favored in these next two matches. Sets the tone for, sets the table for heavyweight, and so here we go.
And want to remind everybody, Ben Keener did weigh in. He is a possibility for the Hawkeyes tonight. Of course, Nash Hutmacher for Nebraska heavyweights, the nose tackle on the football team. Look at Lenny Pinto. So exciting. Comes out and just lets it fly, but here's Riggins.
Really nice.
Did he capitalize on a single leg?
Yeah, really nice job by Riggins to understand that what he did not want to go with. And limped his arm out there, dropped down on the leg, and avoided a very big move against him by Lenny Pinto. And Lenny Pinto is a big move guy. He's got a big heart, he's got big moves, and he says, I got a lot to show you, and I'm going to show you.
He does not hold back. Pinto this season, Navy Classic champion. He was fourth in Vegas at the Cliff King, 11-2 on the season. Coming off a fifth place finish last March in the Big Tens. He took a 13 seed to the national tournaments where he went 1-2. Pinto with an overhook. No score, 1 minute in this match at 184.
Pinto's only losses are the two number one and number two wrestlers in the nation, Keckeisen and Plott from Oklahoma State, Keckeisen from UNI that I mentioned earlier. Only two losses for Lenny Pinto.
And both those losses by 4 points. Aiden Riggins last season began the season at 157, then bumped up to 165. Wrestled the dual meet at 174 last season against Minnesota, and here he is at 184.
Again, stepping in, a vacant place for the Hawkeyes, and doing the best that he can here. A state champion, a Fargo champion out of the powerhouse program of Waverly Shell Rock.
Riggins weighed in today at 176.9.
Not going anywhere there, guys.
Just over a minute left here in this first period.
Keep your feet moving! Feet moving! Hands on him! Yes! Yes! Hands on him! Break his hands off! Yes! Keep him off balance!
Nice job those hips.
Yeah, nice job by Riggins by getting past the underhook, the left-arm underhook of Pinto, where he likes to set up a lot of stuff, and so Riggins drove through that underhook into the leg.
Nothing!
Pinto rolls him through, went out of bounds. I'd say situation here, TJ, and things can turn quickly, but if you're Lenny Pinto in Nebraska, the expectation has got to be bonus points here.
Yeah, and when you're in this situation, though, the first thing you do is you get your first points, and you want to get them in the first period so that you don't set yourself up so you're in a position that you're too far away from getting the major that you know that you should be getting. So
Riggins able to get to the leg again, but that's where he is stalled. And the first period comes to a conclusion.
This is where I was talking about. Pinto's the kind of wrestler that needs to get himself in wrestling position, go from move to move. I tell you, the ones that have done that so well, I mean, David Taylor, he goes from move to move to move, you know. Ben Askren started it all, you know. That's what I call, you know, wrestling from position to position to position. Not one move and then stop. Yanni, you know, Giacomo Hollis. And Pinto has that kind of athleticism that he needs to put himself out there, figure it out, because he's probably going to come out on top with more points than his opponent.
Gets that quick escape. He leads at 1-0. Iowa corner coaching Riggins. Keep moving your feet. Keep moving your feet. Here's a shot from Pinto, and he's looking for that cradle. He'll get the takedown, 3-0. I mean, Lenny Pinto can strike like a rattlesnake.
That's why he needs to keep going. He needs to keep pulling the trigger. Worst case scenario isn't going to be very bad for him. Best case scenario is, hey, you go a long way of putting the stool away. A pin would really be what the doctor ordered for the Huskers.
Neutral.
An escape for Riggins.
Continuation. Go. 1 minute remaining in period number 2.
Derek Law doing the PA. Does a great job with wrestling and women's volleyball. That's going to be a lot of fun doing women's volleyball here at Nebraska.
Absolutely.
It's the PA voice.
Capital of women's volleyball in the Midwest, the Nebraska Huskers. In this same arena, the Bob Devaney Center. Pinto, only a sophomore. People don't realize he didn't wrestle. He wasn't on a mat for 2 years. He hurt himself his senior year in high school and had to rehab the entire true freshman year. So last year, as a redshirt freshman, this was his only time on the mat. So he's still developing. Nice job from the underhook, driving through. He needs to think about right now. One, he needs to ride him.
Well, does a really nice job there in short time to get the takedown. And then Riggins,
Great
to his
job.
credit, gets the escape.
Great job by Riggins.
Working off that underhook. That's where you see his power.
And drives through the hips with the 3 points. But he needs to flatten. And that presence of mind by Riggins to get out of there. Good job.
Do mean wrestling. Every single point matters as Riggins in a deficit 7-2. Riding time at 40 seconds. Claw ride there from Pinto. As we said, Iowa leading at 15-6. Nebraska favored at 84 here with Pinto, and the reigning Big Ten champion Silas Solomon at 197. Heavyweight could be interesting.
Nice job of Riggins presenting himself, staying in the center here.
He's competed very well.
Competed very well. He knows what he's supposed to be doing.
Interesting position here. You see that wrist behind the back of Riggins. And Pinto spins around behind and tack on 3 more. He's going to work on the bonus points, wasting no time backing with a leg attack.
And he needs to get this takedown to get those bonus points. Riggins needs to know where he's at. Dig that whizzer in there. This is big 3 points for Pinto.
Huge takedown is now Pinto.
I think it's the right move. Yeah, let him go. Keep at him because
He's got riding time over a minute.
No control.
Man, can Riggins get a takedown? Pinto's got him flat on his belly. For a second there, I thought Riggins might be able to score late. Here's a scramble on the edge in the final seconds. And Lenny Pinto put a cherry on top of this one.
and the crowd to their feet.
17-5. Bonus points for the Big Red at 184. Crowd favorite, Lenny Pinto. Pinto now 12-2 on the season.